Hello, friends. How are you doing today? Isn't it pleasant outside? Have you ever thought that if you could not see the beauty of nature, then what would it be like? Try doing that by blindfolding yourself. Not easy, right? Let's see the story of a blind man traveling by the train. I had the train compartment to myself up to Rohana. Then a girl got in. The couple who saw her off were probably her parents. They seemed very anxious about their daughter traveling alone.
Don't lean out. Don't talk to strangers.
As I was totally blind at the time, my eyes sensitive only to light and darkness, I was unable to tell what the girl looked like. But I liked the sound of her voice and even the sound of her slippers. I wanted to start a conversation, and so I asked her where she was going to.
Where are you going? Are you going all the way to Dehra?
My voice startled her. She gave a little exclamation and said,
I didn't know anyone else was here.
Well, it often happens that people with good eyesight fail to see what is right in front of them. They have too much to take in, I suppose.
I didn't see you either, but I heard you come in.
I wondered if I would be able to prevent her from discovering that I was blind.
I am getting off at Saharanpur. My aunt is meeting me there.
I'm going to Dehra and then Mussoorie.
Oh, how lucky you are. I wish I were going to Mussoorie. I love the hills, especially in October.
When I said Dehra and then Mussoorie, she said she loved the hills. We discussed the beauty of the hills then.
I'm going to Dehra and then Mussoorie.
I wish I could also go there. I love the hills.
I asked her what it was like outside, to which she asked me to check for myself.
What is it like outside?
Why don't you look out of the window?
She was silent. I wondered if my words had touched her or whether she thought I was a romantic fool.
Yes, this is the best time. The hills are covered with wild dahlias. The sun is delicious. And at night, you can sit in front of a log fire and drink coffee. Most of the tourists have gone and the roads are quiet and almost deserted. Yes, October is the best time.
I moved easily along the berth and felt for the window ledge. The window was open and I faced it, making a pretense of studying the landscape. I heard the panting of the engine, the rumble of the wheels, and in my mind's eye, I could see telegraph posts flashing by.
Have you noticed that the trees seem to be moving while we seem to be standing still?
That always happens. Do you see any animals?
I was becoming quite daring, but it was a safe remark. Few girls can resist flattery. She laughed pleasantly, a clear, ringing laugh.
You have an interesting face.
Oh, so you do have a pretty face, I thought, and aloud I said,
It's nice to be told I have an interesting face. I am tired of people telling me I have a pretty face.
Well, an interesting face can also be pretty.
I thought then that I would try to laugh for her, but the thought of laughter only made me feel troubled and lonely.
We will soon be at your station.
Thank goodness it's a short journey. I can't bear to sit in a train for more than 2 or 3 hours.
The engine's whistle shrieked. The carriage wheels changed their sound and rhythm. The girl got up and began to collect her things. The train drew slowly into the station.
Goodbye.
She was standing very close to me, so close that the perfume from her hair was tantalizing. I wanted to raise my hand and touch her hair, but she moved away. Only the scent of perfume still lingered where she had stood. The train gathered speed. The wheels took up their song. The carriage groaned and shook. I found the window and sat in front of it, staring into the daylight that was darkness for me. The man who had entered the compartment and took her seat broke into my reverie.
You must be disappointed. I'm not nearly as attractive a traveling companion as the one who just left.
I asked him about the girl.
She was an interesting girl, I said. Can you tell me, did she keep her hair long or short? I don't remember, he said, sounding puzzled. It was her eyes I noticed, not her hair. She had beautiful eyes, but they were of no use to her. She was completely blind. Didn't you notice?